Welcome. In this explainer, we're getting right into the absolute essentials of Manlift safety. This isn't just about ticking boxes, you know? It's about making sure you and everyone on your team end every single shift safely. So here's what we're going to cover. We've got 5 key sections that'll walk you through a safe and professional shift from start to finish. We'll kick things off with the language of safety, then get into your pre-op checklist, how to assess your work area, the rules for when you're up in the air, and finally, how to shut down and lock out properly.
Okay, let's jump right in. Before you even think about turning that key, you've got to speak the language. I'm talking about the safety signals right there on the machine. They are your first line of defense, and you got to know what they mean.
First up, the big one. Danger. When you see this in red, it means stop. Seriously, it's flagging a hazard that if you don't avoid it, will cause death or serious injury. There's no maybe, no could be, it's a guarantee. This is a stop everything and reassess moment.
Next, we've got warning in orange. Now, pay close attention here because the difference in wording is subtle, but it's absolutely crucial. This signals a potential hazard that could lead to death or serious injury. It's telling you that your full, undivided attention is required right now to keep that potential from becoming a terrible reality. And rounding it out, we have caution in yellow. This one points out a hazard that might cause a minor or moderate injury. Now, just because it's less severe doesn't mean you can ignore it. Respect every sign every time.
All right, so you can read the signs. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next critical step. We're talking about the non-negotiables, the checks you absolutely have to perform before you even think about starting work. Think of this as your pre-flight check. It's simple. You don't get in the air unless every single one of these things is done. Are you trained? Do you know the rules? Have you done the inspection? Did you test the functions? Did you check the work area? No skipping steps here, folks. This routine is what keeps people from getting hurt. So the machine's good to go, but what about the world around it? Before you raise that platform, you have got to assess your environment. Looking up, down, and all around is every bit as important as checking the machine itself. So before we get into a list of hazards, I want you to think about this for a second. What do you think is the biggest invisible threat you face when you're in an aerial lift? The answer? Electricity. And here is the one thing you have to burn into your brain. This machine offers you zero protection from electrical current. It is not insulated. Getting too close, let alone touching a live wire, can be a fatal mistake. So what does too close mean? Well, here are the hard numbers. And look, these aren't friendly suggestions. These are minimum life-saving distances. Just look at how that distance explodes as the voltage goes up. For a 500 kV line, you need to be more than 7.5 meters away. That's about 25 feet. You have to know your surroundings and respect these numbers. Okay, beyond power lines, you need to run this quick mental checklist. Is your ground surface firm and level? What about the wind? The rule is clear. If the wind is over 12.5 meters per second, the platform stays on the ground. Are you on a slope? Never, ever drive with the platform raised. And this should be obvious, but if you see lightning, you're done for the day. No exceptions.
Perfect. The machine's ready. The area is clear. Now let's talk about the rules that are going to keep you safe while you're actually up there doing the work. Let's start with a really simple but powerful number, 1. That's right, for many standard models, that's the max number of people allowed in the basket for outdoor use. Why? Wind loads. It's a huge factor. You have to check the rating for your specific machine. Never assume you can just pile in, especially when you're outside. I get it. It's tempting. You just need another foot or two of reach. But you can never use a ladder, a scaffold, or anything else to stand on inside the platform. All you're doing is messing with the machine's center of gravity and basically asking for a tip over. Don't do it. And that brings us to another huge tipping hazard. Your Manlift is not a crane or a bulldozer. You cannot use it to push or pull on things from the basket. What you need to know is your machine's maximum allowable manual force. For some machines outside, that's only 200 newtons. That's the absolute limit of force you can safely apply. Now, those guardrails around you, they are your primary fall protection. But, and this is a big but, they are not enough by themselves. You must also wear your personal fall protection equipment, your PFPE. Think of it like a two-part system that works together, the rails and your harness. You need both, always. All right, let's run through a quick lightning round of don'ts. Ready?
Don't ever alter or disable safety components. Don't use batteries that are lighter than the originals. That weight is part of the counterbalance. Don't climb down from a raised platform. Don't let the basket make contact with another structure. And don't get in and out unless it's fully lowered to the stowed position. Got it? Good.
Okay, you've finished your work for the day, but you are not done yet. The job isn't over until that machine is properly and safely shut down. This last phase is just as critical as your pre-start checks.
And this isn't just about parking it. It's a formal lockout procedure. Step 1, find a safe parking spot on firm, level ground. 2, lower the platform all the way down. 3, turn the key to off, and this is the important part. Take the key with you. 4, push in those red e-stop buttons. 5, hit the main power switch to off. And finally, 6, chalk the wheels and get it on the charger. That way, it's totally safe and ready to go for the next person.
So we've gone through a lot of rules, a lot of checklists, and they are all absolutely vital. But here's the thing, a checklist keeps you safe. A real safety culture, though, that's where everyone looks out for each other, where these rules are second nature. That keeps everyone safe. So I'll leave you with this question. What are you building on your site today? Just a checklist? Or a culture that gets everyone home safe?